Hello everyone, my name is Shubham Singh, and today we are going to learn about how to capture the undefended piece. Okay, but before that we will do some mixed puzzles about the mate in one and mate in two. Okay, so here we are playing with the black pieces. How can we checkmate the white king in one move? It's a two move answer. So you will give check first, and then they will defend the check, and then you will do checkmate. Black to play. Please pause the video, try to think, and get the answer. Okay, I hope you got the answer. The answer is when F5 check. Okay, now the rook has to play here, and then we will do checkmate here. Okay, great. So here we are playing with the white pieces. How can you do checkmate to the black king? It's mate in one. Okay, I hope you got the answer. Here the answer is bishop to d8. Checkmate. Okay, here it's white to play. Find the best move. Will you capture this one? Okay, so here you cannot capture the pawn. What will happen if you capture the pawn? This will be stalemate. Okay, so we cannot capture the pawn right away. So first we need to here we can simply win the game by going by doing checkmate here. Okay, so this is a checkmate puzzle. Great. Okay, mate in two now again. So here we are playing with the black pieces. Checkmate the white king. Okay, first move is check. You will give check. They will defend the check, and then you will do checkmate. Try to think. So if you notice, this black bishop is controlling this square. So you just need to give check on this square. How will you do that? By going knight g3 check. Okay, now what will happen? The pawn will capture and mate in one now. Which black piece can give check and checkmate. Yes, I hope you got the answer. Going to h5, checkmate here. Again, so here we are playing with the white pieces. What we can do here to checkmate the black king? Again, you need to give check first. They will defend the check, and then you will do checkmate here. Okay, I hope you got the answer here. If you're not, okay, I will just tell you one more time how what is the process. Okay, so here I told you to find the checks in this question. Okay, so you can see this is a check, this is a check, this is a check, right? I believe there is a three checks in the position. So if you see this check, you will notice that black has one more than one way to defend the check. Okay, if you play here, what will happen? This rook can capture the knight, the king can go here, here, and here, right? So black has basically four way to defend the check. Okay, so we are not going to see that where they have more than one or two way to defend the check. Okay, same goes with this knight. If you go here again, black king can move on these three squares, and also this pawn can capture. Okay, so again, so there are so many ways to defend the check, right? But if we play this move, okay, this check, if you see, they have only one way to defend the check, right? So this could be the way to solve the answer. Now, if you go rook a7, of course, the king will go to f8, try to visualize and get the answer here. So the answer here is simply that one check. They play here and now checkmate here. Okay, great. Mate into again. Okay, just like that same one. Find the check. They will defend the check and then you will do checkmate here. Okay, so I'm getting the answer now. The answer here is simply playing queen at 7 check. Now they have to capture, right? And now how will you do checkmate? By going to h5. Okay, that's a checkmate. Great. Now here it's black to move. Now it's a mate in play. Okay, so we are playing with the black pieces. So you give check. They will defend the check. Again, you will give check. They will defend the check, and then finally you will do checkmate in the third move. Okay, figure out. Okay, I hope you got the answer. Here the answer is rook to c5 check. Now again, they will defend the check by playing knight c3. Now you sacrifice. Okay, here they will capture, and then you can do checkmate here. Okay, and if they block, again you can do checkmate by going queen c2. Okay, so that's the answer. Great. Okay, now coming back to the topic, which is about capturing the undefended piece. Okay, so you can say this is black to play. So what you need to do here is you need to scan all the white pieces and figure out which one is the hanging piece. Hanging piece basically is the piece which is not protected by any other white piece. So you can see here this bishop and this rook is not protected. You can see this bishop is not protected by any other white piece and this rook. Meanwhile, this knight is protected by the queen. And of course, this queen is also hanging, but we cannot capture this one right now. So now tell me which, of course, this is out of the question because this is already protected by the queen. So which we can capture here. So if you notice, of course, black can simply capture the bishop and give check. Okay. So bishop is completely undefended. Okay, we can simply capture it with our queen for free. So just like this, okay, you have to see which piece is not protected and how you can capture it. Here you are playing with the white pieces. Okay, black just played pawn to b6 first, okay, and it's a mistake. Figure out why this is a mistake. Okay, so if you notice all the black pieces, so you will say these two bishops are completely undefended. Okay, it is not protected by any other black piece. How can you capture it? Yes, by going here, giving check, right? And now they have to save the check, and now you can capture this one. Okay, so this is how we capture the undefined piece. Okay, so in your game, you will notice this. Okay, you will get these things, so you just need to be very alert. Here we are playing with the black pieces. What we can do? We are playing with the white pieces now here. But how we can win the material here? Okay, I have got the answer here. So you can see if you notice that which black pieces are not defended, this queen is not defended, this knight is not defended. Okay, rest all the pieces are protected by its own piece. Okay, now you can capture this one and this one. So of course, we have learned in the value of pieces that you should capture the piece which has a higher value piece. Okay, so if we capture the knight, we will get only 3 points. But if we capture the queen, we will get 9 points. Okay, now let's suppose if they play here. Now what will you do? So of course, they are giving check, so we have to save that check, but we can just move the king here because they will capture our queen for free. So we will capture this one and then this one, and then just do long castling, and we are winning here. Okay, great. Okay, now we are playing with the black pieces. What you can do here? Find the best move for black. Okay, so you can see here, if you notice, this queen and this knight is hanging. So, but you cannot capture this queen right now because no one can capture it. But you can capture this knight. Okay, that's the answer. Here you are playing with the black pieces. Again, capture the unprotected piece. Okay, I have got the answer. The answer is queen g1. Check. Okay, and I believe this is the checkmate as well because no one can protect it. Okay. Now here it's black to play again. Capture the white piece, which is not defended. This is a tricky one. Okay, take your time. Think. See, you will see that two pieces are not defending, like not protected, but only one you have to capture, of course. So which one will you capture? Okay, I am telling the answer now. So you can say this rook is not protected, this queen is not protected. So technically, you should capture the queen, right? But the problem is, you are winning the higher value piece. But the problem is, if you capture the rook, it will be checkmate. So of course, we will do checkmate here, right? Because at the end, checkmate matters. Here, okay, the bishop has just moved from here to here, giving check. Okay, now what will you do here to save the check? So of course, we will capture the rook, right? Now, they played again bishop over here. Now, there's only one good way to defend the check. So I hope have the right answer. So if you notice, if you go on f6 square or f7 square, the queen will simply capture the rook, right? You can capture back, but and or maybe he can just go again. He can just give check somewhere else. Okay, so we don't want to land up in a check position. So if they play here, now you can say white cannot give check to you. Okay, now the bishop move doesn't matter. Queen cannot move because the rook will capture the king. Now they have to capture this one, and then you can simply win the game over here. Okay, if you play like, let's suppose if you're here, no, like he can just play this one, protect his queen. Okay, and here black may lose the game. Okay, but he will just go here and then checkmate soon. Okay, so that's why it's very important to play on the king to the g7 square. Okay, great. Now again, you are playing with the black pieces. What you can do? Okay, take your time. Think what you can do here. What is the best way to defend the check? Yes, by capturing it. Okay. Now let's suppose if white plays this one to attack the bishop, how will you save it? Try to think, you cannot move the bishop because you can see the king will be exposed. So you cannot do that. What you can play here? Yes, simply giving support, which is queen c7. Okay, great. Now you are playing with the white pieces, and the question here is you have to find a way to attack the black queen, okay, in a safe way. So find a way to attack the, okay, not capture it, attack the black queen in a safe way. How can you do that? Yeah, your move should be safe. Try to think. Okay, you can pause the video. If you're watching later, please pause the video and try to think. Okay, so I hope you got the answer here. So you can see here, there's several ways to attack the queen, basically. This one, right? This one also, right? None of this move was safe. You can see here, if you play here, the bishop will capture, the pawn will capture. If you play here, the rook will capture. It's not a completely safe move, right? This one is also the bishop will capture. But only safe move and attack the queen is playing bishop f1. Okay, so this one is the answer here. So here, now you need to attack the rook on a5. You are playing with the black pieces. How can you do that? By going rook to a. Okay, this is the answer. Simple. Okay, here the question here is again, you are playing with the black pieces, and the question is you have to win this f2 pawn. Okay, but right now you cannot win the f2 pawn because the king is protecting it, right? So you have to add one more attacker so that the king cannot capture back. I do think. Okay, so here the answer here is simply rook to e2. You can see when you go there, now we have two attackers are there, still there, two, only one defender. Okay, so this is the way to attack the f2 pawn. So in future, if you are playing game and if you want to win a material, just keep adding the attackers. Okay, just keep giving pressure. So here the question here is Try to attack the unprotected piece. Okay, you are playing with the black pieces. Attack the unprotected piece. How can you do that? Okay, I hope you got the answer. Here the answer is simply going to d5, attacking the rook. Okay, you can see this rook is the only piece which is not defended. Okay, okay, you might ask like, okay, but what if he can just move backward, right? But you can see when we have developed the piece and we have attacked the piece. So by moving this piece over here, we gain tempo. Okay, when you can develop a piece by attacking your opponent base, now they have to go back. So this is called you are gaining a move. Okay, they have to force go back, right? So this is called gaining a move, which is called tempo in chess. Here you are playing with the black pieces. Attack the queen, white queen. So here the answer is simply knight to g6. Okay, you are playing with the white pieces again. No, this is black to play. Yeah, this is black to play. Attack the higher value piece. Okay, so you can say we can simply attack this queen by developing our rook. Okay, so the rook is sleeping here, so we can simply put the rook in the active square and then attack the queen as well. Okay, now in this position, you have to figure out which white piece is under attack. This one or this one. Okay, so here you can see this both the pieces are under attack. But the thing is, here if the knight if they capture your knight, it is protected by the queen, so you don't have to worry about this knight, but this pawn is not protected by any of the piece. Okay, so we have to simply develop the knight and protect this one. Okay, this is important. Here you are playing with the white pieces. What you can do, attack the black queen again. So yes, I hope you got the answer. The answer is bishop g5 sim, right? When we will play here, you're attacking the queen. Now they have to go back. Okay, now you are playing with the white pieces. Find a way to attack the e6 bishop. So you have to attack this bishop. So how what we can do over here is we can simply put the knight over here and attack the castle bishop. Okay. Okay, great. That's it for today. So today we learn about how to attack or capture the undefended piece. Okay. And also we solve some puzzles about meeting one and meeting two. Okay, great. I will see you in next session. Bye bye. Take care.